So one more concept is the correlation. So already we know for the parameterization. Like what is the parameterization? What are the values we are entering through keyboard? So those values we should do for the parameterization. Like username, password, and what are the values we are entering, first name, last name. These all things we done for the parameterization. Now correlation. So what is the correlation means? Correlation can be used to capture the dynamic values which are generated from the server side. So some values will be coming from the server side. So we need to identify the what is that value in our script. And then same to some values coming from the server side and some values coming from the application side. So going to the application side, how we need to find means, see, I will open for the our URL. Maybe I think I need to open that server. I am not on 1 minute. Check. See, I was started server and now we go to the browser and I will open for our web tour URL. See, this is the web tour URL. So we are entering for the username and password. Means what we done for the parameterization. Bin. See, and after that I'm clicking for the flight. See, after that you can observe departure city. We have the some drop down cities there, and arrive city we have the some different drop down city will be there. So what will happen? See, for example, I'm going to for the like London to some Paris. I'm going. So maybe Manikanta and Vishnu also go same time every time. I'm going myself. I'm going
No.
for the London to Paris. Maybe user to user will be this values is changing or not. Changing. So means this is the dynamic values. Means what are the values? See, for example, I selected London to Paris, but you are going for the some Paris to somewhere in Portland or whatever maybe you are going. Means user to user will be values is changing. Means these values we need to do for the correlation. So these values we can consider as a dynamic values. What are these? Departure city, arrival city. And after that, this is the date and time. We know the parameterization and number of passengers also parameterization. Now we can see seating preferences. So this is also is each and every one user to user it will change or not. Maybe someone will be not interested for the Windows. Someone will be interested for the Windows. Yes, and as a type of seat, we have the different type of seat. Maybe first two, they will pick someone. Someone will be interested for the business. Means these two values also it is changing for the every time. User to user changing or not, right? It's changing, right? So means what will happen? User it will changing means. So we need to do for the correlation. So seating preferences and type of seat also dynamic values. And after that, click on this. And after that, you can observe here we are selecting for the Paris to Portland, and you can observe this all will be available flights. So I am going for the 450, and you also go to the 450 flight. No, right? No means we need to do for the this flight value also you need to do for the correlation. Like what is the flight? Maybe I'm going to the 450. Maybe someone is going to the 452. Means user to user will be this value is also changing. So after that we are entering data. Okay. And after that we are entering credit card and we know this all things. And after click on continue and click on close. See now we identify the some dynamic values. So in Notepad we need to open. And what are the dynamic values we are observe?
Departure city, arrivals.
Depart city, arrival city, and after that, seating preferences, right? Seating preference, and what is one more?
Coach
Type of seat, right?
coaches.
Type of seat. and after that flight value. So we find further these are the dynamic values from coming from the where through application. Through application, these are the dynamic values. Why we are calling for the dynamic values? Because these values coming from the application. So we find for the application side is fine. Then we need to find the server side values. How you need to find? See, this is the start transaction. It is started launch. For here, we are able to see for the any value in this request, web URL request. No, right? We don't have any value. And come to there, and this is the login request. See, you can see this is the user section. We are entering anywhere this. We are entered anywhere. No, right?
No.
So means this is the coming from the user section value is equal. This value is a dynamic value. This is the dynamic value. So user to user will be this value will be changed. So this value is coming from the where it is coming means it is coming from the server side. So we find for the one more or like value. This is the user section value, and you can note in the notepad. Okay. User section value, and after that, so and again come to here in search flight we have any values will be there, no, right? And after that come to here and see it's a find flight. You can observe here we have the departure city. So this value is dynamically changing or not? It is change or not? User to user departures and arrival city
Dynamic
will be
change.
changing. So Los Angeles to Denver means departure and arrival we need to do. And if seat preferences, window and seat per type will be business will be there. This also it is changing. And after that come to here outbound flight value. So this is the outbound flight value means this is the our flight number. We have the different type of flights, right? See, I selected for the flight value means this is the this value also user to user it is changing. Means this value also we need to do for the correlation. And after that seat type and seat preference also we can do for the correlation. And come to here and see this all else we are done for the parameterization. And you can observe here. So again outbound flight value it is coming means this is also same value. So you can observe this value will be same means this is also we can do for the correlation. Final will be sign off. So for our script what are values we find? Departure city, array city, seating preferences and type of city and flight value and user section value. So now we find, right? So we are doing for the correlation. So what is the correlation means? What are the values it is generating from the server side and as same to the application side? Those values we should do for the correlation. So we can do for the correlation means we need to follow the 3-4 steps. I think somewhat it will be I think to are able to see everyone, I can increase for the font size. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. See correlation. So correlation, we have the some points will be there. First point, find the dynamic values in our script. First point. And once find the dynamic value, second find the dynamic value left text and left boundaries. Okay. Left boundary and right boundary. And we have the third function. Like we need to some write for the one function, where to write that function. And final one will be like substitution. So using these 4 steps we can do for the correlation. First thing, find the dynamic value in our script. How we find? Already we find the dynamic value script, right? And after that, we need to do for the find the dynamic value left boundary and right boundary. How to find the line dynamic value left boundary, right boundary means, for example, we are doing for the user section value we need to do. So in this user section value, we find for the first, okay, this is the dynamic value we identified. Where is that? Yeah. So we identified the dynamic value. First step is completed or not? Completed. So next step, what is that? Dynamic value left boundary, right boundary we need to find. So how do you find the means? You need to copy the dynamic value. So this is the, we can consider as a dynamic value. You need to copy this dynamic value, and in output window, you need to go to the code generation. This is the code generation. Go to the code generation. So in output window, we are going to the code generation. In that control home means you need to come to the starting line, and your search button is there, right? So you can copy and paste it. So so I came for the output window, I selected code generation, and after that I came for the starting line, and after that in search window I copied dynamic value. Now we need to click on find next. See, you are able to see the dynamic value. So you need to take for this entire text after dynamic value. See, this is the dynamic value. You can assume up to this number only we can consider as a dynamic value. So you need to take for this some name is equal to, I am copying these things. And you need to copy the dynamic value left. So I copied dynamic value, and you can keep the notepad. So I keep the notepad. So now we need to find the dynamic value left boundary, right boundary. Left boundary, right boundary means what is the first dynamic value? This is the dynamic value. So this dynamic value left text we can consider as a left boundary. Right text we can consider as a right boundary. So for this dynamic value left text, what is the left text? This entire text we can consider as a left text is a left boundary. And after that F, it is considered as a right boundary. So now you need to find, right? You can write for the LB. We can call it as the left boundary means LB equal to. So we find the, this is the dynamic value. This is the boundary, left boundary. And after that, you need to write for the RB, right boundary equal to. So after this is the right boundary. So now second point also completed. Find the dynamic value, left boundary and right boundary. How we find, again I am explaining. You can copy the dynamic value in script. After that, go to the output window and select for the code generation. And after that, come to the control home, and means starting line. And after that, you can copy paste it for the dynamic value. And after that, click on find next button. Then it will show for the dynamic value. Then you need to copy this dynamic value. Okay. And you can keep in notepad, and this is the dynamic value. This dynamic value left text is the left boundary and right text is the right boundary. Got it, everyone? Vamshi, Manikanta?
Got it.
Yes. So how many steps is completed? We are 2 steps is completed.
Okay.
Now we need to where to write the function. So we have the one function will be there. Okay. So what is that function means? It's a very important web underscore reg underscore save underscore param. This is the function name, and after that bracket open, and you need to give for the double colon comma means some variable comma LB and comma RB comma last, and this is the syntax. For here you need to, in this double colon you need to give for the which value we are doing. Which value you are doing? User section value you are doing, right? Just which value you are doing, you need to copy it in double column place. You can copy and paste it. That is a one thing is completed. And after that, so you already find the dynamic value LB and RB. See, this is the LB nothing but left boundary. You can copy this, and in this double column place you can keep it for the LB. LB is completed, and after that RB is there. You can copy RB and keep it in this double quotes. Now we are completed the function. So what is the function name? Web underscore reg underscore save param. So this is the user section, means what is the value you are doing for the correlation. For example, you are doing departure city, then you need to give for the departure city. Maybe you are doing for the type of seat, then you can give that type of seat. So which value you are doing, you need to give for the related name. Got it, everyone? And maybe if you want some, you are doing for the correlation, means you can give for the CORR. So if anyone see also, okay, E done for the user section value correlation. So now we need to like where to write the function. Next step will be where to write function, because we know the function. I copied this function, but where to write the function in our script, I don't know. So how to we can find means, see, this is the actually request. So in this login page only, this request will be there. If you write above this, then your script will be failed, because you need to write for the above one request. So what is the above one request? Web URL is there. So this is the request. You need to write for the above request, means you need to write for the after transaction, you need to give for the that copy and paste it. See, I copied and pasted, but you can observe here. So some double colons I given, but you can observe after LB is equal to name is equal to after double colon I given, or it automatically came from the boundaries. It came from boundaries, right? Yes or no? Hello? Manikanta? Yes, right? So means where it is coming the double colon, coming from the script, you need to give for the in the double colon place slash, like forward slash. You can give this, and after user section also one more double colon is there, right? You can observe, there or not there. So you can give for the one more slash, and after equal to also we have one more. You can give this one, and after equal to, so this is the LB is finished. Then you can go to the jump to the RB. See, if it is there, RB also here double colon will be there. If you give this, it's good. No, right? Because that RB place we are giving for the double colon, but RB equal to after you are seeing for the one more double colon, you can give for the one more slash. See, if you give that one only, see the last will be, it is showing for the grade. See, now it is showing different, and if you click on this, it is showing for the blue. See, what will happen means that double colon, what is the double colon actually load runner doesn't know. So you need to give for the some slash, then that is the no, okay, this is the coming from the script. Okay, so that is why you are given for the slash. Then see, so now it is completed. So where to write the function means, so it is coming from the login part. So in the login part, above request is what is that web URL is there. In the above, you need to writing for the function. You are copied and pasted. So now how many points is completed? 3 points is completed. Now final one will be substitution. Substitution means just you need to substitute for the where it is. See, this is the dynamic value, right? In this place, you need to replace with the that what is the name you are given, the parameter name, user section core, you need to replace here. So how to you can replace means you can click on Control H, and so you need to see, I copy this one, and after that you can go to the parameter name, you can copy this parameter name, and so you need to give for the open curly brace, and after that Control V and close the open curly brace.
मैं चूज एंड डिलीट का ऑप्शन, तो मैंने यहाँ पे क्लिक करा। अब आप यहाँ पे एक चीज देखेंगे, आप लोग देख सकते हैं ऊपर एक छोटा सा मैसेज आ रहा है, डिलीट सिलेक्टेड मैसेजेस। तो अब हमें क्या करना है, मैं पहले यहाँ पे सिलेक्ट ऑल पे क्लिक कर लूं।
Okay, so see now can you observe just in open curly brace, close curly brace, in middle I given for the parameter name, and you can click on find next, and it is showing for the where it is that value you can replace, and you need to find again. See, no more values, you can close it. See, it's a replace also completed, means we are submitted for the variable. So now all steps are completed or not?
Okay,
So
completed.
means our correlation will be done. So this is the entire correlation process. Now we can, what we can do, can save it, and now we can execute. See, I'm executing. See now, see executed our script. Now we'll observe for the, see now we can go to the output window. Everything we need to identify in the output window only. So which value we done? See, user section value. It is captured or not? You are able to see? Is captured, and same to I submitted for the in that place. So it is submitted parameter. See, substitution parameter user section core is equal, its value is captured. Now you can I copy this value, and we can go to the notepad, and what is the value came from the script, and this will be same. This is the coming from the script, right? I copied and I keep for the above this, and both will be same. No, right?
No.
So that is why, means user to user, when you are see log into the some user like Manikanta logging, and same to the me logging, and same to Vishnu logging. So at that time what will happen? This value will be changing. So it is, this value is changing, means what will happen? Your script will be fail, multiple user point of view. If you not done correlation, then your script will be fail, because you are not getting for the valid response, because what will happen, this values keep on changing. So now you can observe again, I will execute. Now you can observe again, I will execute. If the value will, again it will change. How many iterations there? Okay, I think by iterations, number of iterations there. Okay, it's done. Now you can observe. See, now go to the here, and you can see this is the user section core we are captured, and you can copy this, and you can go to the notepad, and you can observe this value. See, again this value is changed or not? Again this value changed or not?
Changing.
So that is why we are doing for the correlation. So now everyone is clear what are the correlation process? Everyone is clear? So very important concept. See, parameterization very simple concept, but correlation is a big concept, and you need to find the dynamic value first one, and after that like see steps. Find the dynamic value first one, find the dynamic LBRB, where to write the function, and substitution. Now we need to do for the one by one. So next will be can do for the departure city, and arrival city, and after that seating preferences, type of seat, and flight value. So now we'll see the departure city again. I'm doing for the again. Then you guys will be know for the this time little bit, you'll get some knowledge. See, departure city, what is the departure city? So first point, what is that? We find the dynamic value. So Los Angeles, I find the dynamic value. I copied this one, dynamic value. So I copied, and after that to find the dynamic left boundary, right boundary. In output, what we can select?
Code
Code
generation.
generation. And after
Code
that,
generation.
and come to the control home. And search window. Where is search window? Yeah, search window. So you need to copy the dynamic value. Already copied, right? You can paste it and click on this. See, you are able to see this well. Then what you can do, you can copy this dynamic value and can keep it in notepad. See, I'm keeping for the dynamic value. So for here, we need to find the dynamic value what? LB and RB. So now what is the exactly dynamic value? Los Angeles is our dynamic value. Correct or not? So we can see the Los Angeles 2 times also. Maybe if you take for this Los Angeles, then what is your left boundary? Anyone guess?
Option value.
Yes, after double colon to option value is your left boundary. Maybe right boundary what? After this is the right boundary. Maybe you can consider as a this is the dynamic value. Your left text, what is the left text? Left boundary. This is the left. This is the okay. So now for as of now, I'm taking anything is fine. Now I'm taking for the this is the boundary. So I'm taking for this is the left. Okay, left boundary equal to this one, and right boundary I'm taking for up to this. Right boundary equal to this one. Now we find the LB and RB. Next point, what is that? Where to write the function? What is the function? Web underscore rec underscore save underscore param. And after that, bracket open and parameter name double colon comma LB comma RB comma last last and bracket close and semicolon. So what is the name of this value? Departure city, right? You need to give for the depart city underscore CORR because correlation we are doing. So after that, you need to copy the LB and keep in double colon plus LB. And RB also you can copy this and keep for in double colon plus RB. Now we find this one. Now where to write the function? So where to write the function means see now in the script. So where is the dynamic value? Here is the dynamic value. So this is the snapped up T5. So above that T5 above is the T4 is there. You can go there. See. So above the request. So this is the web URL. You need to write for the function here. So by seeing also you need to identify this. Otherwise, you are unable to finding this type. Then what you need to do is you need to go to the runtime settings. In that logs, check for these three options. Parameter substitution, data written by server, advanced trace, and save it and execute. All right, I executed many questions. Why I'm executing every time? See, I executed right now. What I can do, I can go to the control home, means starting line, and you need to click on the Los Angeles. So click on find next, and once you can keep it cursor here, and double click it. It will assist you where to write the function. It is blinking in script. Check there. Hello?
Yeah.
It's blinking, right? Means you need to write the function here. Then what you can do, you can go to the here and already we written function. You can copy this and you can go to the script and you can write here. I written function. See, now it is the some double colons will be there, not there. We will check. LB is equal to option value is equal to, after equal to we have the word double colon is there. You can give for the slash and LB is completed. RB you can check. After equal to we have one more double colon, give for the slash. See, now it's completed. Next step, what is that? Substitution. So we need to go to the dynamic value and check this control H and give it, copy the parameter name. What is the parameter name we are given? Departure city, right? Same value can copy and paste it. Don't if you give mistake, then your script will be failed. So where I given see, I given here, right? I am copy this one, and already I told, right? We need to give for the open curly brace, and after that copy, and we can close the curly brace and find next. See, it is find. You can click on replace, and again you can find we don't have any values. Then you can close it. See, now correlation is completed. So now we can execute. See, it's a multiple iteration will be there. So I need to close only. I want now only one iteration. I think run logic. Okay, I am saving. Then I am executing. See, your script will be paused. Now you can observe in output window. We are captured that value or not. We can capture. We'll see. So this is the username password. So if you are executed in full mode, like see, departure core is equal to which value it came? Actually, we done which value? Los Angeles, right?
Los Angeles.
But it came for the which value?
Frankfurt.
Frankfurt. Means, so these values keep on changing. That is why we are doing for the correlation. So if it is change also no problem, because we are capturing through boundaries, we are capturing that value. If it is change means if it will work with the multiple user point of view. So it's clear, everyone. So like this we can do for the all values for the correlation. What are the values will be there in our script? You can do for those all values. And after that, what value you can do? Departure city and seat preference business. And after that, outbound flight value is a one more. This is the outbound flight value. So you can do these things. Your script will be completed. Okay. So I'm stopping for here. You can practice yourself. You have any issues or anything, you can follow the document. Otherwise, you can contact me. Okay. Thank you for joining, everyone. We'll meet for tomorrow class.
Sriram,
Yes.
I mean, in this load runner, which one is main? Scripting or controllers? Which one is there?
Scripting is a main. So it's our work will be more work will be scripting part only.
Okay.
Okay. Major work also
Okay.
correlation only. Only correlation, because in the script you will get for the many values.
Okay.
So you can do for the correlation is the big challenges. That is the only you can do for that is only it will take time. Okay.
Okay.
Chalo, bye. You can practice yourself. Okay. Then you will know for the process.
Okay.
Thank you, Jayan. Bye.
Okay.